guys. Today I am going to free talk about all of my salves, ointments, and balms. I hope that I don't miss any because I have several that are available on my website, but you'll get the gist of what I offer. The first thing I'm going to talk about is in all of my salves, ointments, and balms, I herb infuse oils before I prepare them, okay? So before I make the salves, ointments, and balms, I have already prepared oils that are infused with herbs. This particular oil is my avocado and rosehip seed oil. It is only 2 ingredients. It is my #1 seller, guys, for the face. I've used it for years on my face. I'm 51. Yes, I do have a few fine lines and wrinkles. I will get close up to you, but this is my natural skin. I never wear makeup around my face. This is natural. I have natural rosy cheeks. The only thing I wear in makeup is mascara and just a little bit of eye cream that kind of brightens up my eyes. But as far as putting base powder, any Botoxes, any harmful ingredients in my skin, none of that goes on my skin, and it hasn't for many, many, many years. I've always used non-toxic ingredients on my face, and I have always constantly, it's like a ritual for me to take care of my facial skin, my neck skin, and the skin along up to the cleavage. It is important to take care of this as well as your face in the aging process, okay? Because, and also your hands. You can tell by the age of a woman usually by her hands, her neck. She may take care of her face, but if the neck is not being taken care of and the chest, you're going to be able to see aging signs quicker here than on the face and, in the hands. So when you're taking care of your face, and let's say when you're washing your face, you're going to wash your face, you're going to wash your neck, you're going to wash around the cleavage because you get wrinkles here in the cleavage, okay? You get wrinkly hands, you get thin hands. Now guys, we are going to naturally age gracefully. You don't have to go out and do Botox. You don't have to go out and get all these expensive creams with hyaluronic acid. I don't even know how to say it right. All those things are very toxic to your skin and have very long-term bad side effects, okay? You want to try to age gracefully. Be happy with the way God made you, okay? Just be happy with the way your skin is. Now, sometimes hormone imbalances can cause breakouts. I have soap for that. I have gentle soaps that will help remove those toxins from your face. And I also have different hormonal balance products that will help with that as well. They're all natural. So to begin, we're gonna go ahead and get into my rose infused, my glowing, what do I call it? Glowing rosehip seed oil. And it's only 2 ingredients, nothing else. There is nothing else in this product. And it normally comes in a bottle like this. And if you're a regular customer, you know, and it's in a beautiful little bottle. And I do offer it for men as well in a dark amber glass bottle. Okay, and that's available on my website. This is like vitamin to your skin, guys. This is the product you want for your face, okay? It can be used on children. I have had people with eczema spots on their face tell me they use it for that, and their eczema spots go away. This is no joke. Our granddaughter, who is 9 years old, actually has struggled with eczema in her young age, and she uses it on her face and it makes her eczema go away on her face. In fact, she barely has any more breakouts due to this and the baby carrot soap that I've formulated for her and for our other grandchildren who've had eczema issues. Now, let's get into eczema. Eczema is an autoimmune disease, dis-ease, whatever you want to call it. It is autoimmune related. It all stems from the gut. And you're probably saying, but my God, they're so little. How can they have eczema? These are babies. Let me tell you how. Mama, when you're pregnant, what you feed your gut goes directly to your baby. So whatever we consume as mothers while we're pregnant, we pass that on to our children, okay? And there's also genetics. There's different things that we can pass on to our children. But the way we eat affects our babies and how their guts are going to come out, okay? So that's why you see newborns with skin eczema and skin issues. It may be to the poor diet while you're pregnant. And listen, guys, I'm not knocking moms who eat poorly during pregnancy. Oh my God, we crave so many different things. It's been years since I've been pregnant, but I do remember that I've always been health-minded, and I ate tons of fruit, tons of vegetables. Our daughter, Erica, she's our grape baby because I ate tons of grapes when I was pregnant for her. Our son, Blaze, he's my lemon baby. I ate tons of lemons pregnant for him. Salads with vinegar and apple cider vinegar as the dressing. I craved tart things for him and sweet things for Erica. So instead of eating sweets, I would eat a lot of fruits for her. So, and I also hand prepared their baby food when they were starting to eat baby food. So they ate real fruits and vegetables. So it plays a role in what we put in our mama's bodies as to what's going to affect our baby's guts. So that plays a big role. Sometimes once they come out and they have eczema and you've eaten healthy your whole pregnancy, different things can factor and bring on eczema. It's not just autoimmune related. It could be the environment, okay, that could be causing the autoimmune disorders. It could be the water that you have. I've had our water cause baby rashes on one of our granddaughter's bottoms because of the chemicals they put in our water. If I cook with it, I bathe them with it. So this all gets on their skin. This has an effect on baby skins. As I said, the environment, things you feed them. Now listen, you can stay away from dyes, but a lot of people don't realize that sugars are horrible for your children's guts. If you have an active child, you are more safe for giving them dyes than you are sugars. And that's a controversial thing to say, but it is true. The refined sugars in all these so-called health snacks can cause a lot of gut issues in your children. So don't just stay away from the bad chemicals and products that they put, preservatives, the dyes. The dyes are horrible for children and for adults. I've stopped dyes and it has healed my gut. We do not have dyes in this house, in none of our supplements and none of our foods. I will not purchase it. But your sugar intake is extremely important to gut health. And this can also cause eczema breakouts in children, okay? And adults as well. So I say that with a grain of sand because a lot of people are not health-minded and they're not cautious. And listen, I'm not judging any parent that feeds their children any kind of way. If you're feeding your child, you're a good parent. Not everyone is schooled in or educated in bad ingredients because we haven't always had the references and internet and different references that we have available today. Okay, so don't judge another parent for the way they feed their child just because you think you feed your child healthy. And all these snacks that we buy that so say they're natural and this, that, and the other, but yet you run it through the Yucca app and it's horrible. But the front says natural and non-GMO and gluten-free, and it says no dyes. But then it has natural flavors and it has tons of sugar. I'm talking 27 grams of sugar. This is not natural sugars, guys, okay? High fructose corn syrup. All these things play a role in your children's gut health, okay? So the best thing I can recommend to you is feed them healthy. Cook your meals. Stay away from the processed stuff. Stay away from the box foods, from all that. I know it's easy. I know it's easy for parents. Just cook them a meal. I don't care if you got to feed them rice and gravy every night with, a side of vegetables. This is healthy. It's home cooked meals, okay? This all plays a role on skin health. Believe it or not, the way you eat plays a role on your skin health. The things you put on your body plays a role on your skin health. This is the largest organ in our body, is our skin. And everything you put on it absorbs straightly into your bloodstream. So anyway, every salve, ointment, and balm that I'm going to talk about here today is herb infused. And what I mean by that is I put the herbs in the oils, I let them sit for 4 weeks. I go through a different process than what you see on here on different social media platforms. If you want to learn how to make shelf-stable, potent, non-molded, herb-infused oils, potent tinctures, I do offer courses on my website, which are available on my website, okay? So there's different processes that I do to make my herb infused oils extremely potent, all right? I don't just let them sit there for 4 weeks and strain them off. There's different steps that I take to extract every bit of properties from those herbs. Okay, so that is my first oil, is my glowing rose hips oil, and it is wonderful. It's good for all ages, men, women, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with my lip balms because these are some of the very few items that I began with back in 2017. I have my vanilla lip balm, which is wonderful for chapped lips, and it's extremely moisturizing. It has cocoa butter in it and different other oils. And I have my peppermint, which is wonderful. This is the one that I use every single night faithfully. I have a ritual routine that I use on my skin every single night and every single morning. So this is my peppermint one, and it's wonderful for chapped lips as well, and it's cooling and soothing. Okay. And my botanical lip balm is basically a medicinal lip balm, and it is infused. It's infused with herbs that help to fight fever blisters, okay? The second you feel a tingle coming on, if you're a person who has these fever blisters, you know when your fever blister is fixing to come on. And that is when you immediately start putting this on. Or you can just put it on every single day to help prevent the fever blister breakouts. And you need to try to reduce your stress levels because stress brings on these fever blisters. Okay, so that's my lip balms. Now, let's move on to my bug bite balm. Now guys, this bug bite balm is wonderful. It is wonderful. It has blue tansy in it. It is herb infused also. And it has bentonite clay in it, which helps to get the toxin off of the bug bite. Now I have my black drawing salve, which is a little bit different than this, and you use it differently than this bug balm. This bug balm, you just rub it on and it helps the itch, it helps the swelling go down of any kind of bug bite. Mosquitoes, flies, yes, flies bite, ant bites, and it relieves the itch. It's really great. And also, another little secret about this, people who have anxiety can sometimes break out with rashes around their neck. And if you have this anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. And your forehead can also break out and start itching. This bug bite balm is wonderful for that. You just rub it on your forehead and within seconds the itching is gone. Rub it on your neck, the itching is gone. And it helps relieve that. Okay, so let's move on to my botanical black drawing salve. Now this, guys, is so wonderful for so many things. So many bug bites, including snake bites. What this does is it draws out the infection. You use this in a large amount. I usually give you a scooper. Let me see. Let's see if I have my little spatula. Okay, this is my little spatula that comes with my botanical black drawing salve. And it also comes with my hormone balance. And there's a little scoop in there if you can see it. And what you do is you scoop it out into this little thing, that amount, and you would, let's say you have a boil. It is wonderful for cysts and boils and drawing them out. I have reviews on my website about this. So you would put that large amount on the boil or the cyst, and you would put 2 Band-Aids across or a bandage to seal the botanical black drawing salve, okay? And you would leave it on all day and change it at night when you bathe, change it again in the morning, leave it on all day until it is finally all drawn out. This will remove splinters. Within 2 days, your splinter is gone. You don't even have to pick it out with the tweezers. You do it the same way. So the concept of this is to use this amount on the affected area until it's all gone. And it works very quickly. All right, so let's move on to my... This is like your Vicks Vapor Rub, okay? But it's natural, and it's called my Chest Vapor Rub. Now this is so versatile. Guys, all of my salves and ointments and balms are versatile. You can literally use them for everything. But this is my favorite, and it is one of my #1 sellers. It's been around for many years, and I've never changed the recipe. I've never changed the recipe on any of my salves, ointments, and balms because they work. So with this, my favorite thing to do is before I go in public, I put a little bit on a cotton swab. I put some in each nostril. Never, 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 never double dip into your salves because you will invite bacteria into your salves, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so it's good for that to help prevent from getting infections from stores and other people's junk and fungus and this, that, and the other, and colds and sicknesses. So, and also I use it at night because here in Louisiana, the pollen is high and we all have struggled with allergies. This helps you breathe at night. When you're sick, You can put some on your neck. If you have a sore throat, you can put some on your neck, and this sore throat will be gone within 2 to 3 days. You have to be consistent. You can't just put it on once a day. 2 or 3 times a day you put this on, and that sore throat will be gone just like that. You can rub it around your ears. You can rub it around the chest area when your child's coughing, when you're coughing, on the feet, on the back. So it is wonderful. Okay, and I have my St. John's wort burn ointment. This is a wonderful ointment, guys. And it smells wonderful too. They all smell wonderful. And this is infused with St. John's wort. And I also add essential oil of lavender in it. And I use beeswax, unbleached, all natural raw beeswax in all of my balms, ointments, and salves. So this is wonderful when you have burns. And also, it's good for pimples. You can use it. It's versatile. You can use it for several things. Now, this is one of my favorites, and it is so versatile. It's pain relieving. It's analgesic. It's numbing, and that's what's wonderful about this. It numbs the area that hurts. So, it's called my baby's bottom ointment, okay? And when you have... Let's say if you're going to have a colonoscopy. Everyone knows that when you go to have a colonoscopy, you are going to have to drink this nasty stuff for 2 to 3 days before your colonoscopy, where you're going to get the runs and your bottom hole is going to burn. Simple as that. This right here, after every single wipe during your colonoscopy process, you would put this on before your colonoscopy, okay? So each time you go to the restroom, you're gonna have a bowel movement, okay? It's going to get raw. So to prevent it from getting raw, put this on every single time you use it, okay? And it will help you from getting raw and chafed and hurting and burning before your colonoscopy. It's also wonderful for baby's bottom rashes. It's my #1 rash ointment for babies and for colonoscopies. Also, it's good for hemorrhoids. So the hemorrhoids that hurt, this will relieve the pain because it's numbing and it has a numbing effect. All right, so we have our yeast relief ointment. Now guys, let me tell you a little bit something about the yeast relief ointment, okay? It's herb infused as well. Now, if you do not have a yeast infection, this one may not help, okay? Because it is specifically tailored for a yeast infection on a baby's bottom or an adult's bottom, okay? So it will help relieve those symptoms and help it to go away. Also, a good thing for you to do on babies is you really, really want to keep a baby dry. Now, this is what I do when it comes to babies' bottoms. When they get a rash, I begin putting the baby's bottom ointment, okay? Now, after a while, the baby's bottom ointment will begin to moisten it up and help it to stay moisturized. Now, you don't want too much moisture on a baby's bottom rash because it could feed it more. So what you do is you alternate a baby bottoms rash with arrowroot powder or cornstarch powder. Get non-GMO and get organic, okay? Now, let me tell you a little secret about the cornstarch. It has been around for centuries for babies' bottom rashes, and I used it on my children. I didn't use this Baby Johnson's. I always used cornstarch. I didn't know about arrowroot at the time. So cornstarch is what I used. Thankfully, it wasn't yeast related when they would get an infection. In fact, my son wouldn't even get bottom rashes. The only rash he ever had was a really bad chicken pox rash. Now my daughter would get them when she would teeth and different things. Now our son would run fever and have different symptoms. But anyway, you alternate it. Now, if you know that your baby has a yeast-related rash, do not use cornstarch powder on a yeast infection, because the cornstarch will actually feed the yeast and make the rash worse. So if you haven't taken them to the doctor to have it diagnosed, and you start using the cornstarch and you notice it's getting worse, stop the use and use arrowroot powder, okay? Because the arrowroot powder will not feed the yeast, it will get rid of it, all right? So it is a wonderful product, and what you're gonna wanna do is one diaper changing, you use the baby's bottom ointment. The next one, you would use the arrowroot powder or the cornstarch, whichever you choose, okay? So that's what the baby's bottom ointment's for. Now, my hormone, I don't have my glasses. My hormone balancing ointment, okay, is herb infused with wild yam and chaste berries, okay? They're two wonderful products for balancing hormones. Both men and women can use this. Some men end up with low or high testosterone. This will balance it. Some women end up with low testosterone. Yes, women have testosterone, not like men, but we do have testosterone levels, and they do deplete with age, okay? So what this does is it balances your estrogen if it's low or high, and it balances your testosterone if it's low or high. This product is herb infused, and it is highly, highly medicinal. It's highly potent the way that I extract it, okay? And I give directions when I send this ointment to you, and it also comes with the spatula, because you just use that amount, and you would alternate where you place this. You would put it on your wrist one day, put it on your inner elbows one day, your neck one day, your belly one day, your inner thighs one day. So you interchange them, okay? And you would use it twice a day. And there are different times that you don't use it, but it's all in the directions when I send it to you. Now, this here it is beginning to be one of my top sellers, and it is wonderful. It takes about 2 months for you to notice a difference, okay? So be patient with this. I noticed in 1 month by using this, okay? Excuse me, I should have got me some water. So this one you have to be patient with, but once it kicks in and it starts working, you will notice the difference. You have to be consistent with this, okay? What else? Okay, and I have my coffee infused salve, which goes around the eyes, and it is infused with organic coffee. It's wonderful for dark circles, for aging skin. And guys, I'm all about aging gracefully. I'm not trying to do things to my skin that it's going to harm them and going to cause me to look older later by using products and putting products into my skin that can cause damage in the long run, okay? And it can make you look older. I have seen it done. Just be careful with what you put on your skin and in your skin, okay? Be careful with Botox. Be careful with unnatural ingredients that you use for your face. All of these high dollar facial wrinkle creams and all this, be very, very careful, because you could be causing more damage not only to your skin health, but to your gut health, because it goes directly into your gut. This is a wonderful product. It helps get rid of the dark circles. Now, a lot of times when you have dark circles, you may be having some kidney issues. And I do have a glycerite for that that's available on my website. It's a liver and kidney detox glycerite. And this will help with dark circles under your eyes as well. All right, guys, and I have my Radiation Ease ointment. Okay. I created this because some people end up with radiation burns on their skin, okay? So this is what this is specifically for, and it is wonderful. Okay, what else? I have other ones. Oh, I don't have any right now. I need to make a batch. But it's my calendula oat milk salve. It is the very first salve that I ever made for our granddaughter. And she was struggling with eczema. And her mom would put it on her legs and use the baby soap along with it. And I'm telling you, it would help all the eczema spots go away. And if you have eczema, you're going to want to use my baby soap. If you haven't tried my baby soap, you're gonna want to try it. It is a wonderful soap for all skin types. Okay, and I also have my cayenne infused, I don't know what I call it, Creaky Aches cayenne and salve. Okay, and the reason it's so dark and the reason you see the variation in colors of all my salves is because the process I use of extracting the herbs from my oils, okay? Some herbs have high in chlorophyll, so you will get darker oils like plantain, nettles, different things like that. Cayenne salve, this isn't cayenne pepper poured in here, okay? This is herb infused cayenne flakes or real cayenne peppers. So this helps with arthritis, and you can take it on the go. I also have the oil that you can use, which is highly potent and medicinal, and I add essential oils to that blend for pain as well. Okay, and I think I did tell you about my calendula oat milk salve. These are salves. I would recommend the salve to really keep on hand at all times would be the baby's bottom ointment, the St. John's wort burn ointment, the botanical black drawing salve, your chest vapor rub. Those I would highly recommend to keep on at all times, okay? Keep on hand. And also the yeast relief ointment, okay? Because it is great. All right, guys, I hope you've learned and enjoyed my video on the different ointments and balms that I have available on my website. I may have missed some because I like to prepare fresh batches. These have been prepared in the last week, okay? So I prepare in small batches. That way you get fresh ointments, balms, and salves when you get them, okay? So if you're on my YouTube, please follow my channel and subscribe to it so that you can get more videos like this. I'm also on Cain's Holistic Apothecary on Facebook. That is my business name. And I'm on TikTok under Penny Cain. All right, I hope you've enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. Thank you.